Here we are on Crusaders TV, and time now for the Crusaders TV Player of the Week for the week of October 29th to November 3rd, and it's goaltender Tommy Nixon. He got in one game this weekend. It was Sunday against Okotoks, and a big 2-0 shutout for you, Tommy. Just talk about the win for your group.
It was a big win for the boys. Okotoks, in their last 10 games before they saw us, they were 9-0-1, so undefeated in regulation. So they were coming off a huge high. And a 3-game road trip, they were game 3 in 3 days, so obviously they were a little tired. So we knew that if we battled hard, we'd be able to outwork them and get the result we wanted. And the boys, we buckled it down defensively, and they blocked a lot of shots. I did my job and ended up getting a good result in the shutout.
Yeah, almost 30 saves in that one. Talk about some saves in the third period. Very acrobatic at times, but coming up big.
I'm trying to be a bit more controlled in my game, control those acrobatic saves, but now obviously there are situations where you need to be acrobatic because you need to make those saves at whatever cost. There's one with the screen that Tim mentioned is a good save to me where I didn't really see the release, and then Benny Soa pushed the guy out of the way, and I was able to get a little bit of an elbow on it and deflect it out of the way. So that was probably the toughest save I made all night. Other than that, I was really calm in my own game. I was controlled, and it felt easy. It was one of those nights where everything just seemed to go right.
And then you look back on Wednesday, Zach Clausen started, but again, the goaltending for your team has given the guys in front of you a chance. And talk about Zach's play in that game, only allowing one goal in regulation, and unfortunately gave up the overtime winner, but he played fantastic as well.
Zach was phenomenal. He was excellent that game. On the bench, I was sitting there cheering him on, and he made a couple of marvelous saves. He was getting in position, controlling his rebounds, and he really did give us a chance to win because we had a couple times in that game where we were a little flat, and Zach bailed us out. And I'm really happy with the goaltending duo this year, and I'm sure Tim is as well, because either night, if it's me or Zach in net, we got that kind of two-wave attack with both goalies where we know that we're going to have a solid guy in net. With Zach, we're improved a lot since last year. I've improved a lot since last year, so we got a good tandem there. And I'm not going to pin any bit of that loss on Zach because both the goals were tough ones, and there's a couple saves that he shouldn't have made that he made. So I'm really proud of him there.
Are you getting it from the guys up front that they know that you guys are solid back there? Are you getting a lot of support from the forwards and defense?
Yeah, the guys are giving us a lot of support there. Whenever we make a big save, it's attaboy Nix or attaboy Klaus. So we're getting that positive support, which makes it easier for us to continue working. Then if we do, unfortunately, let the guys down on one shot or one play, then they know we're going to make that next save. So there's no lull in our game, which it's huge for us especially kind of early on now, getting to that midpoint of the season, the grind, November grind before Christmas break. So it's going to be important for us because they know that we're going to stop the puck. So no lulls in our game, which means we'll be a team to watch out for here.
Well, let's look at the games ahead this week. 3 straight on the road. You go against Lloyd Wednesday, Fort McMurray on Saturday, and in between that, the Camrose Kodiaks on Friday. First, talk about Lloyd. It's probably going to be a tight one again. Is it just coming down to execution for your team?
Definitely coming to execution and being opportunistic. The 3 games we've had against Lloyd this year, there's a 4-3 shootout loss, the first one of the year. Then 2-1 win, 2-1 loss in overtime. So you look at that, there's 3 really, really tight games, and you look at them, both teams aren't giving up much defensively, so it just means getting the bounces and working our hardest to be as opportunistic as possible and shutting them down when we can. Because if you watch that overtime period from the last time we played them, we had about 3 golden scoring chances where we double clutched it or we just missed, and then they cashed in on their one that they got. So it's going to be a great hockey game. Fast Hockey should have it as their game of the week because I know it's going to be a good one. But so it's going to be a tight one, and I'm not expecting too much of a high-scoring game, and it'll be a fun one, that's for sure.
And then Friday, I guess it's only fitting that we have you on here because you go to Camrose. If you get the start, it will be the return of Tommy Nixon. Last time you guys were there, a line brawl that you got involved with. Are we going to expect the same thing?
I'm going to say no. I did unfortunately end up throwing the gloves off there, and that wasn't in my pregame plan at all. This was to mix it up, but just kind of the way the game went. And obviously, looking back, it's kind of you love it and you hate it because it's pretty cool to say you've gotten in one, but you hate it because that's 4 games of hockey that I ended up missing, and 4 games where I couldn't help out the guys or be a part of the team, where I just sat there in the stands doing stats. And so obviously, I look back and I regret that decision to throw him off. I'm fortunate that I came out looking as pretty as I do. didn't get any big punches to the face. So I'm this game should be a little bit more controlled from Tommy Nixon if he gets to start. If not, you're going to expect a big game from Zach Clausen because Camrose has been tearing the league up over the first 20 games. They are first in the South, and I'm expecting a really good game, tight defensive game from them. So I'm looking forward to it.
And then Fort McMurray, a tough North Division opponent. First meeting of the season between you and that team, and first visit up north this year. What do you expect from the Oil Barons?
I'm not 100% sure what to expect this year because they got a new coach. They got rid of Gord Thibodeau and brought in Curtis Hunt. And from right now, it looks like they're a pretty good team right now. They got some solid goaltending in Zach Fortin and their other guy there. So they're going to have some good goaltending, and they got a lot of returning guys, and they were a really solid squad last year. They'll cash in on their opportunities. And again, I don't know the coach, I don't know the systems, but I'm going to watch some video this week, and I'm expecting, a tight game because they're right in the race with us for second place in the North.
Well, Tommy, good luck to you and your teammates in the week ahead as you guys go out for 3 straight on the road.
Thank you very much.